Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a different video for you. I'm going to be talking about skills that you need to become a virtual assistant and why it's imperative to understand your hard skills versus your soft skills. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so one of the biggest questions I always get, these questions are always blowing up my Instagram DMs, my Facebook DMs, and well, comments and everything else as well. And this question is, April, what do I need to do to start a virtual assisting business? And I always say the exact same thing over and over again. Understanding your hard skills versus your soft skills. And this is so important because if you do a resume or you're talking to somebody over the phone or in an interview, these are things that you need to be constantly bringing up and really just showing your next client or your future employer why they should hire you. And that's your hard skills and your soft skills. Now, the difference between your hard skills and your soft skills is the fact that your soft skills are traits that actually make you a good employee and why you should be hired over anyone else. Think of it like a glowing review that you're giving yourself based off of your own assessment of yourself. And your hard skills is things that can be taught and what your employers are really looking for. So a lot of these times, these are the skills that meet the requirements in the job description. And how to explain the difference in an interview is really going to set you apart and actually nail that interview time and time again. So let's talk about soft skills, right? Because I feel like if you understand yourself, this will really set you apart from anyone else that they are interviewing. The 7 most important skills that you should be exploring and telling your future client or employer over and over again is flexibility, communication skills, leadership skills, problem solving, work ethic, flexibility, and interpersonal skills. These are the 7 skills that you should be constantly telling future clients, past clients, in your interviews, on your portfolios, in your resumes, to really not only just stand out, but to set yourself apart from others. And I know I say that over and over again. How do you set yourself apart? And this is exactly how. And the way to figure out these soft skills that maybe you don't know if you have is by taking personality tests. These are great to not only fully understand your strengths and your weaknesses, but really understanding your soft skills. My best recommendation is taking personality tests. My 3 top favorite tests that I recommend not only to my students, but to my actual employees and my interns is the Myers-Briggs personality test, which you can easily take at 16personalities.com, completely free. The Enneagram test, I'm a type 3 by the way, an achiever, totally makes sense. And also the human design test. Truly understanding yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses is also going to help understand your soft skills and really be able to know exactly what kind of keywords to use in an interview, what kind of keywords to use in your resume, in your cover letter, to really give that prospective employer or client a good understanding of why they should hire you over any other competition in the interview process. And what's really great is that you're going to be able to truly understand yourself on a deeper level, which actually gives you better hindsight on the kind of tasks you should be taking, the kind of VA you should be, and of course the quality of work you're going to be providing and what kind of lifestyle you want to lead. So this is really the first step to becoming a business owner that I recommend, and especially for becoming a virtual assistant. So now let's talk about hard skills. These are easily taught, tangible skills. So for my instance, I love ClickFunnels, and that is an actual skill that I could put down on my resume and speak about in an interview, is that I have a high experience in ClickFunnels, in this software, I'm an expert, etc., etc., etc. Now, listing out all of your hard skills aren't just listing out softwares you use, or maybe you're a great designer. You could be like, oh, I'm a great designer. You really want to be specific in those hard skills. So some examples for hard skills could be a degree or certificate program, a proficiency level of said blank. So think of said software, of said language, right? So maybe you know some Spanish or you know some German. That is a great example to be added into as well. Another in-demand hard skill is computer programming or being proficient in tech. That's where you can really be general and then go into specifics of the different softwares you use. These are all great examples that you really want to be specific on when listing out on your resume or in your portfolio. Now, I've kind of explained why it's so important to understand your hard skills and your soft skills, how to figure out your soft skills, right? But April, how do I figure out my hard skills? Maybe I'm really overwhelmed or I feel like I don't have any hard skills at all, right? What I want you to do is this really fun exercise that I always recommend everyone to do is literally writing out on a piece of paper a list of your entire experience. Go all the way back to high school, middle school, when you started volunteering, and writing it all down and then writing out afterwards, what did you actually enjoy? So maybe you did a lot of volunteer work and admin, but now you just hate admin work and you feel overwhelmed, right? But you know that you're just such a great organizer and maybe you're a really type A person. So going back through your entire experience, you realize, okay, I don't like admin work, but I have these skills. You can put those skills on your soft skills and really highlight that and then go back through your job experience and really figure out what tasks did you actually enjoy, and then making sure that that's very transparent on your actual application so you don't get stuck in doing tasks that you absolutely hate even though you are really good at it in a sense. But also going through things that you may think, oh, it doesn't matter. Like maybe you were class president for 2 or 3 years, or maybe you were in a bunch of different clubs, right? So those are really great people. You have really great people person skills. So those are really important to have. So really just going through your entire experience, take an hour to write out everything, be very detailed, and then going through it and really circling and writing out all of the things you truly enjoy doing. And then making sure all of that is transparent on a resume or in your portfolio. The last thing that I want to talk about with understanding your hard skills, your soft skills, and becoming a virtual assistant before you actually make that jump is, again, taking those personality tests and realizing, is this for me? Right? Can you work independently, or do you need someone who's always micromanaging you? Can you work without distractions? Because sometimes being at home, there's tons of distractions around, whether you have pets or family or crazy neighbors, or maybe you're like me. I get distracted so easily sometimes because I have so much going on. And so I'll work on something and then I realize, oh, I need to go work on another project, right? So things like that you need to realize about yourself. So either A, you realize, this might not be the job for me, or B, how can I overcome these situations, right? We all have strengths and weaknesses, and really making sure that we are well aware of them is not only going to help you become a great virtual assistant, but it's going to be able to help you feel more confident going into an actual interview and talking to a prospective client and being like, you know what? I actually do struggle in these areas, but this is how I overcome them. And then they're going to see, okay, she's well aware of these struggles. She knows how to overcome them. So I know as a client, if she does have any struggles with any of the work, she's going to find a way to overcome them. It's a great example of determination and problem solving, which every client wants. So I hope you guys took all of this good information and really dig deep and take the time to decide, is this right for me? And if it is, then I think becoming a virtual assistant would be amazing for you. And if you're interested at all in becoming a virtual assistant, I have an amazing free training down below in the description, so feel free to check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you enjoy this type of content. Let me know what type of Enneagram you are in the comments below, and if you're a 3 like me. Alright you guys, I will check you out next week. Bye!